Which is
Gotcha.
why if socialists call themselves communist and communists call themselves socialist, I don't really think that's
So part of the prompt
good.
is feminism reviving wokeness, and is it reviving communism? Would you
Uh,
say that, would you self-identify as a feminist?
yeah,
Okay. And then do you think that it's bringing back communism?
no. But I don't
No.
think there's ever been communism, unless you can think of a communist society.
Well, is it moving us towards that or helping to move
Yes.
us towards that? Okay, ideologically. Okay. So that's not in dispute. And then do you think it's reviving wokeness?
No. But what do you mean by wokeness?
Well, I'm asking you from your metric, whatever you think wokeness is.
I mean, generally speaking, like wokeness is kind of this catch-all term that I feel like people just play fast and loose with. Sometimes they mean kind of the excesses of social justice. Other times it means kind of literally any promotion of social equality. That's probably closer to my understanding of it, or what constitutes like woke ideas. And in that sense, yeah, feminism is moving us closer towards a more woke society.
Okay, I feel like we understand the ideology a little bit. And then over here, let's dive into the same questions, exact same ones.
Okay.
First, feminism. Do you identify as a feminist?
No.
Okay. And then is feminism assisting with the revival of communism or moving us towards that ideologically?
Yes, the communists used feminism as a tool to further communism. So the
And then
first International Day of Women was founded and formulated by communists.
And then is it reviving wokeness?
I didn't ever see wokeness really die. I saw maybe a kind of moving away from it in the past, 3-4 years, but I don't think it's dead. I think it's alive and well.
So since wokeness is such a nebulous term, and both of you have kind of agreed that that's a nebulous term, let's leave that off of the table for the purpose of the debate, and we'll focus on whether or not feminism is destroying America and whether or not it's moving us towards communism. And if that's a good thing, you think it is, you think it isn't. So with that, I'll open the floor here a little bit so we can get kind of back and forth into this debate. So it's a pro side for feminists. You can go ahead and open.
Pro side, I see a lot more upsides and downsides to the promotion of the social equality, economic equality of women alongside men. I largely think that this promotes, better social attitudes and relationships between genders, the sexes, however you want to, whichever lines you want to divide it amongst. I see more participation in the economy as a net good, but overall, I also really care about, and I think most feminists care about, personal liberty, personal freedom, and the primary thing I'm always concerned about is people just being able to have the ability to kind of make the choices in their life that they feel comfortable with. If that means embracing motherhood, the family, being a stay-at-home mom, that's great. If that means working and raising a family simultaneously, that's fine. If that means solely working and you're not interested in kids, I think all of these things are fine. It just, I just want people women specifically, to largely be able to be in charge of the decisions that dictate their life.
I promise I'll let you get into it.